Hi, my name is Madeline Cottrell. I am an incoming junior and I am from Upperclassmen, Indiana. I have been involved in two repertory theater projects. I play Mariah in Twelfth Night and Cecily Cardew in our production of The Importance of Being Earnest.
Hi, I'm Dakota Smith. I'm a senior. I'm from Orlando, Florida. I was also in Twelfth Night as Antonio and Curio and The Importance of Being Earnest as Algernon.
Having professionals in the room with us during the rehearsal process was really daunting. I remember just during the first read-throughs with the equity actors, both for Twelfth Night and for Earnest, I was quivering in my boots. I was like, oh, I feel like I have to impress these people. And the thing is, you really don't, because they're not expecting you to be at their level. They're there to teach you. They were all there to help us, and they were there to provide, stepping stones to help us get to that next level. And having Lori Dawn personally was such a resource during The Importance of Being Earnest, just having someone to look up to and someone to help me, navigate through a pretty difficult role. It was really enriching.
And I had a private rehearsal with the equity actors, and the best thing I got out of it, they were like, just have fun. You're taking this way too seriously. And I mean, I've taken that to this day, because it's super easy to take things serious, but having those people who've been doing it for so long, they're like, we've lasted this long in the industry just because it's fun. We make it fun. You're dressing up and pretending to be a different person. That's crazy. It's fun.
And just also being able to watch them fully immerse themselves in their characters in the rehearsal process, it made me want to be more invested in the process. And that's also what was just so great about having them there.
So with the Rep project, we get to work with actors who are constantly looking for jobs. And I think they did it for both of us. They were constantly telling us how the industry's changing and kind of how to find your niche. So it was nice to have kind of a day-to-day update with people who are 100% in the industry.
These are people who have worked with me and have watched me grow, and like these relationships and connections that you establish can truly help you later in your career.
Yeah, and piggybacking off of that, due to location, financials, other things, I'm not eligible for a lot of jobs at the moment, and I had trouble finding work. And Lori Dawn, who was in the show with us, she just kept texting me. Like for a month, she said, "Oh, here's this job you can do. Here's this job you can do," and it was just wonderful. It was nice because again, I'm not in the industry yet, so I don't know how to find the things I'm eligible for, and just networking. And she's always like, well, Coda, if you're ever in New York, I'll buy you breakfast. Let's go get a bagel together. And it's always nice to know someone who just has your back like that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I picked USI, but just because the Rep project, because I mean, I have contacts that I wouldn't have had for like a decade, and now they're just, they're here. I mean, even they came to our classes just to talk to us, which is nice. And it's good just to see that people made it. Because when I had that private lesson with the two of them, they were like, we were exactly where you are right now, and we had mentors, so now we want to be the mentors for you. And it's just nice having that.
Yeah, and even in my search for college programs, and even just from knowing people who go to BFA programs and PA programs throughout the country, USI is one of the only programs I've seen besides like grad schools offer something like the Rep project. They bring a a big name person in to star in a show maybe, but the Rep project is so personal, it's so intimate, and the things that you learn from these people like stick with you. I couldn't be more grateful for these two experiences.